All right, let's talk about one of the biggest challenges in modern software, figuring out what is actually going on inside our applications. We're going to dive deep into OpenTelemetry today, the open source project that's designed to bring some serious clarity to all that chaos. Okay, let's get into it.
You know that feeling, right? That sinking feeling when users are complaining that things are slow. You've got dozens, maybe hundreds of microservices written in a bunch of different languages, all running in the cloud. Finding the root cause can feel totally impossible, like finding a needle in a digital haystack. This isn't just an annoyance, it's a real business problem, and it is exactly what OpenTelemetry was created to solve.
So how did we get into this mess in the first place? Well, before we had a single unified standard, trying to observe our systems was, well, it was a mess. It was the age of instrumentation chaos.
Just look at the difference here. On the left, you've got the old way. It's a tangled web, right? That represents the chaos of using a different proprietary agent for every tool. You'd have one for Datadog, another for New Relic, one for Gheware, all running in your app, all doing kind of the same thing but in their own weird way. Now, look at the right. That's the OpenTelemetry way. One single, clean pipeline from your application to any of those backends. It's a total game changer, moving from chaos to a clear, simple standard.
And that old way caused some serious headaches. The biggest one? Vendor lock-in. If you decided you wanted to switch from one observability platform to another, you had to rip out all your code and rewrite all the instrumentation. I mean, what a massive, expensive project. Plus, the quality of those vendor libraries was all over the place, especially across different programming languages. The bottom line is, you were stuck. You were locked in, and your visibility was basically held hostage by your vendor.
So, out of all that frustration and chaos, the need for a single, open standard became super clear. And that's where OpenTelemetry steps in.
So what exactly is OpenTelemetry? Well, think of it as an observability framework and a toolkit. It's a whole collection of APIs, SDKs, and tools, all designed for one thing: to create, collect, and send out telemetry data. But here's the most important part. It's completely vendor agnostic. It is not another backend like Gheware or Prometheus. Nope, it's more like a universal translator that lets your app speak the language of observability to any backend you want. You get to own your data and decide where it goes.
Now, OpenTelemetry is built on what everyone calls the 3 pillars of observability. First up, you have traces. These show you the entire journey of a request as it hops between all your different services. It works using this really critical idea called context propagation, which automatically passes a unique ID from one service to the next. Then you have metrics, the numbers you can count and measure, like counters and gauges. And finally, logs, which are just time-stamped records of things that happened. But the real power, the absolute magic, is how OpenTelemetry lets you link all 3 of these together, so you can go from spotting a slow trace right to the exact log message that explains why it happened.
And you should know, this isn't some small, experimental side project. OpenTelemetry is a graduated project of the Cloud Native Computing Foundation, the CNCF. That puts it on the same level of maturity and trust as huge projects you already use, like Kubernetes and Prometheus. It actually came from merging 2 older projects, OpenTracing and OpenCensus, taking the best of both worlds to create one single industry-wide standard.
Okay, so that's all the theory. But how does this stuff actually work? Let's take a look at how you can get this incredible visibility into your own apps. So what if you wanted to get telemetry from your application in, say, the next 5 minutes? Is that even possible? Well, the answer is yes, and it's thanks to one of OpenTelemetry's most amazing features, auto-instrumentation.
And this is where the magic really happens. For a ton of popular languages and frameworks, you don't have to change a single line of your code. Seriously. For a Java app, you just attach the agent when you run it. It's literally that one line. That's it. For Python, it's OpenTelemetry instrument python app.py. For Node.js, you just add a require flag. This thing automatically hooks into frameworks like Spring Boot, Flask, Express, and even your database calls and message queues. Then you just use a few environment variables to give your service a name and tell it where to send the data. It's that easy.
But, okay, what about when auto-instrumentation isn't quite enough? That's when you can level up with manual instrumentation. This is where you use the OpenTelemetry API right inside your code to create your own custom spans. For example, you could add important business context, like a customer ID or the value of an order. You can even add custom events to your spans or make sure exceptions are recorded perfectly. This is how you turn a generic trace into a rich, detailed story about what your business is actually doing.
So now you're generating all this fantastic telemetry data. Where does it all go? Well, sending it directly from every single one of your services straight to your backend can be pretty inefficient, not to mention risky. This is why we have a central component for the job, the OpenTelemetry Collector. Think of the collector as a vendor-agnostic proxy, a kind of central post office for your data. You run it as its own service, and its job is to receive all the telemetry from your apps, process it, and then export it to wherever you want it to go. It completely decouples your application from your observability tools, which gives you this incredibly powerful control point for all of your data.
The collector is basically a pipeline with three main stages. First, you have receivers. They listen for the data coming in. It speaks the native OpenTelemetry Protocol, or OTLP, but it can also understand other formats like Jaeger or Prometheus. Next, you have processors. These can change the data on the fly. They can batch it up to be more efficient, they can strip out sensitive info, or they can decide what to sample. And finally, you have exporters. These send the fully processed data to whatever backends you've chosen, whether it's Tempo, Datadog, or anything else that speaks OTLP.
So you might be wondering, why bother with this extra piece? Why not just send data directly? Well, there are huge benefits. First off, cost control. You can use sampling to decide what data is important enough to keep. Second, you get reliability with features like buffering and retries. And third, it's super flexible. You can deploy it in different ways, as an agent on every machine, as a central gateway for your whole cluster, or even as a sidecar right next to your app. This architecture gives you total control over your data flow.
So, if you remember one thing from all this, let it be this. OpenTelemetry gives you one standard, one way to instrument every service you have, no matter what language it's written in, one single format for all your traces, metrics, and logs, and one flexible pipeline, the collector, to manage it all. It's a unified vision for observability that finally puts you back in control.
When you think about it, every request, every error, every little interaction inside your system, it's all part of a bigger story. OpenTelemetry doesn't just throw data at you. It gives you the tools you need to actually understand that story. It lets you ask questions of your system and get real answers. So the only question left is, are you ready to start listening? And if the answer is yes, you're going to want to stick around because in our next explainer, we're going to show you how to pull all this data together